Not bad. How are you doing?
Go up to 85 if you want, but normally we'll set at 70 to 72, 73 even. That's okay.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back in because it actually came back. Now that's room, and we got it at 72. We're looking for 180 on a day like today. Unoccupied,
Okay, yeah.
irrelevant. We don't use it. The next one, outdoor design, OUT design or outdoor design.
Right.
I like to put them at 0 Fahrenheit. Okay. The next one is that's just basically we're using convector, or is it convector radiator? It's radiator in here, isn't it?
No, they got mainly.
No clue.
You got cast iron rags, don't you? Some
Yeah.
of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Radiant. It's
And
all
radiant.
radiant. No, it's
That's
all
okay.
radiant.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So
well,
target
you
is
got some baseboard too. Because
Right.
always we've changed in those cabinets.
okay. So unoccupied basically is irrelevant. Okay. The next one is our outdoor design. That's 0, like we said. Thermal units. That's fine. Basically the adjust. So it's more like set point, but I've got that at 185 on the adjust side. But don't worry about that. Boiler indirect is always going to be at 70, otherwise it throws a curveball. So boiler INDR, always at 70. The next one is boiler design, DESIGN, and we've got it at 185. Actually, we can go up to 190 if we wanted to, but that's okay, because the boiler's keeping up with the building heat. Next one is max. We usually go 5 degrees higher, so that as it gets colder, it can go up a little higher yet. But 190 is, see, it's shut off now by itself. So max boil is at 190. Minimum, I'm going to bring the minimum down to 155 just for now, because it's cold enough it's going to stay up. So minimum normally would be at 140. 145 is a good number though, or even up to 155. The next one is fire delay will always be on this type of boiler 10 seconds, 0.10. So 10 seconds, part of a minute, 1/6 of a minute. The differential, which was at 4 or 5 on the heating system, if it's domestic, it'll be at 5. But if it's heating, it'll be at 10. Okay? So that it shuts off 10 degrees higher and comes on 10 degrees lower. Warm water shutdown, WWSD, will be on average at 65. Unless it's an old folks home, it might be a little higher. Warm water shutdown, unoccupied, is irrelevant. And then in Fahrenheit or Celsius, whichever you want. Then you keep on touching. When you see ESC, just touch, it'll go bring you back. Or wait and it'll bring you. Right now, the boiler target is 180, but if you look at it, the boiler shut off because it made it up to 182. And basically it shut off because it's satisfied and it's coming down now. Okay? And on advanced, basically you can change more settings, but on installer, you can only change a couple of things, like the set point, and that's it.
Usually they're on installer.
That's right.
We'll go in and switch
Yeah,
them
put
in.
it. Make sure you switch it on advanced. If you have more than one boiler, it'll be on rotate, and if only one boiler, we don't rotate. So I brought the minimum to 150.
Okay.
But basically 150 is fine. Right now we got a target of 180
Yep.
based on our settings, and we've got the room set at 72.
Perfect.
So basically, now watch what happens. I'm going to bring it up to 76.
The boiler starts, yeah?
Well, it
the
was
room
ready to
temp-
start anyway,
It might have been just that fluke, yeah.
but just show you how much difference it makes. Actually, it didn't change much right now.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, target is 189.
Right.
By moving it 5 degrees, it told the target to go up 5 degrees higher.
On the room, yeah.
That's right. So we're going to put that back at 72, basically. And you if it got really, really cold and you got an issue that you see, then you raise the room temperature. Otherwise, default is 70. And unoccupied, like I said, irrelevant. I love these Tekmars. Minimum 155, which
Yeah.
that means, let's say it's 50 above.